Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining me. Now today it's going to be a little bit of a chatty one. I've just been spending the morning looking back at some of my old videos, and it's really just got my enthusiasm going. All the lovely things like reaching 1,000 subscribers, meeting Charlotte Tilbury, meeting the Pixie Woos, Daniel joining me on a live stream, all of those lovely memories, and it's really just got me bursting with enthusiasm because also my dad is getting better, and we had a Skype call this morning and he's looking so much happier. And I've got so many products new that have arrived because I also got my yearly Christmas present from my mum. Came into quite a bit of money this year. She upped the present stakes to over £400, and some other money news as well about refund of bills that I was paying at my flat. So I kind of got a few little bits and pieces to try out, and I just don't know where to start. Okay, so there's going to be a few videos coming up, but let me just tell you a rundown of some of the things that I got. So I bought some Bare Minerals because I had some very old Bare Minerals, and I want to show you a really lovely combo. I did a video the other day, but I scrapped it. I want to show you a really lovely combo because it really does work very, very well. So if you have bought Bare Minerals in the past and you've got to that kind of age, or maybe your skin's got dry and you think, I can't use this anymore, it's defining my fine lines too much, I've got the perfect combo for you. So stay tuned for that. That might be coming out first. Then I got some Daniel Sandler products, as you all know from my live, and they've all arrived now, and I'm just blown away by them. I tried them on one eye yesterday, and it just really transformed my face. Just love Daniel Sandler. And I also love Beauty in the Boutique, who basically sell two of Daniel's eyeshadows as a set, and a liner, one of his liners in navy as a set. So I got those. I also got from John Lewis, I picked up the Tom Ford concealer, and it's called Emotion Proof, and I can't wait to try that. That has arrived this morning, and I really want to try it because my eyes have been very watery and I keep washing off my concealer. I've also received some really, really great Avon products, and some more of the Lisa Armstrong range, which look perfect, and an eyeliner which is really well reviewed that also looks perfect. So I just don't know where to start, but I'm going to start out today by showing you this combination that I have discovered. Now again, if you don't get on with powder mineral foundation, but if you don't get on with a gel sunscreen and you find that it pills, please stay tuned because I've got some application tips which will stop it pilling, and it will make it look fabulous on your face. So I really can't help but I'm so enthusiastic today to show you all kinds of stuff, and I just hope this comes across rather than me just blathering on about nothing. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I'm going to take a before photo, and I'm going to put on my sunscreen, and then I'm going to put on the Bare Minerals foundation. So let's do this now. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about gel sunscreen. So this is the gel sunscreen that I got. You'll have seen a review of this last week. Now, you still need to use sunscreen in the winter. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that, but certainly also from all the looking at devices that we're doing a lot more in lockdown, we know now about blue light, which is something that we've only just started hearing about, but it's something that is not just made up, I don't think, to sell skincare, although I was feeling a little bit like that when people started mentioning it, but I've heard it now mentioned by dermatologists. So I don't think it's a kind of made up thing. It is something. So if you're looking at your screen a lot, you still need that protection from blue light. And of course, just because the sun isn't out and it's sun shining outside doesn't mean that you won't get damage from the rays. And if you've got hyperpigmentation, you are always sensitive to sun. So I always put on sunscreen, and so should everyone else. Anyway, lecture over. So I have got this gel sunscreen. Now, a lot of the time, gel sunscreens have not worked for me, and I know that they haven't worked for a lot of other people that have said that they've tried them in the past. And that is because a lot of the time you put it on, it looks fine, and then you rub your face and it starts pilling on you. Now, I have done a bit of experimentation because this can pill. Okay, little warning, it can pill. But I've been experimenting and it definitely managed to find a solution to it. Now, this is not a solution if you're in a hurry in the morning and you just want to whack on your skincare, whack on your SPF, because you really need to wait. So once you put your moisturizer on, now I put on some Charlotte Light cream about 40 minutes ago, and actually what I would think was pilling, I'm already feeling a little bit of skin coming off because my skin is peeling. Right, so this isn't now the gel, this is just my skin peeling. But what I'm doing now is I've left my moisturizer to sink in for the last 3/4 of an hour. I'd say at least half an hour, and my neck is peeling. So now you see, I would have thought that that was the gel, and it's not, it's my skin, right? But let it sink in and then just give it a rub around, especially around the middle of your face where you've got more. Everybody has got more oil glands in the center of their face, whether they've got dry skin or they've got oily skin. The skin down the center of your face has got more oil glands than the rest of your face. So just make sure that there's no oil, because what happens is that when you mix gel with oil, that's what makes it pill. Okay, so you really want to, and any skin that, you know, like me, if you're shedding skin around the neck, which I am because I'm using retinol, just make sure all of that is wiped away, right? So that you've got no traces of your moisturizer, it's all sunk into your skin and you're ready to go. Okay, just checking my under eyes as well. Okay, now, and then you put your gel on. Now, they did sell me this set with a brush, and it does look nice when you apply it with the brush, but I think, again, if you're finding that it's pilling on you, it's better to rub it in because it works it into the skin. If it sits on top and dries on top, again, that's when it's most likely to pill. But there's a reason that this might seem a bit high maintenance, but this looks so lovely on the skin and gives such a lovely sheen when combined with the next product that I'm about to show you, that I think it's worth the effort if you've got some time. And let's face it, a lot of us at the moment are indoors experimenting with makeup and we're not at work. So for those of you that have got a little bit more time in the morning and you can put your skincare on, come down, make your breakfast, and then put your sunscreen on, have a go at this, especially if you've tried a gel before, you haven't chucked it out and you want to give it a go. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit around my eyes because they're very sensitive at the moment and I don't want them to start getting pigmented, because I was using an eye cream with retinol in it, which is really good, but I overdid it again and they started to get sensitive. So I've cut back and I've started using a couple of other skincare items that don't have any kind of strong actives in it until my skin's got a bit more tolerant. So that is my gel cream. Okay, now you can see it leaves a lovely sheen, and because I have rubbed that in really well to my skin, it's not pilling. Now it does feel a little bit tacky, and that's what made me come up with this combination idea, because I thought that's going to help something stick, right? And because it leaves such a lovely sheen, can you see that on the skin? I decided to try it with my mineral foundation. So I'm just going to get that and I'll be right back. Okay, Bare Minerals lasts a long time because it's a mineral foundation, but I did actually purchase a new one because I had had it a long time. Okay, and I was pushing it to be using it again. So I've got the shade that I use and I was matched to is medium tan, which is shade 18. They've got so many more shades since I first bought this, and this is not going to make me look more lined. I'm not going to really put too much around my eyes anyway, which is where I've got the fine lines, but because I've got that gel, it is going to stick to the gel, and it just gives the most beautiful finish. So I've put a little bit in the top, and I've taken a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to swirl the brush. This is actually a Real Techniques brush. You can often get sets from Bare Minerals where the brush comes with it, but a big fluffy brush, and you swirl it around until you don't really see much foundation on the brush at all, and then you just tap it off, and then all you do is you go in. Now it's not going to look very obvious, but it just gives the most beautiful coverage. I'm just going to do this side of my face just in case you can see the difference. I'll dust a little bit over my eyes because actually it's got minerals in it, so it's not really going to be too harmful for my eyes, but I don't want to put too much under my arms. Under my eyes. I'd rather use a cream concealer for that. Now can you see the difference there? It's given me a bit of coverage as opposed to that side, but it's still got the sheen from the gel coming through, but also because it's kind of setting the gel in place, it's stopping the gel from pilling when you rub your face because it's drying it out. It's just such a perfect combination. Now I put tiny bits of this in the lid at a time and then gradually build it up. You can do it whatever way you want, but I just find that the best way. I'm just going to now apply again, and you just swirl your brush around. I didn't tap that one off, but it doesn't really matter because my brush is very thick. And I'm going to show you a before and after picture. Now, if you've got dry skin, I wouldn't suggest using Bare Minerals powder foundation on its own because it will show up lines and wrinkles. But I've known a few people in the past, friends of mine, that have gone out and bought this and said, I can't use it because it just makes me look too wrinkly and it just accentuates my dry skin. And it's for those of you in that situation, if you've got it and you can't use it and you've got a gel sunscreen like the Heliocare gel, this just is a perfect combination. What more can I say? Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to do one more coat and I'm going to actually show you can build this up in areas that you want to build it up, around the cheek area where I like to build it up. So I'm going to swirl the brush again, but this time I'm just going to dot it around those areas and build it up like that. And then on my forehead where I've got a little bit of pigmentation. And I'm going to come back, I'm going to show you now a before and after photo, bearing in mind I've got no concealer on yet. And I've tried to avoid, I've done a little sweep over my eyes, but other than that, I'm avoiding my under eyes, because I really, even with the gel sunscreen, I don't want to put too much powder under my eyes. I'll leave that for my concealer. So I'm going to show you a before and after. I'm going to finish off this video, and then I'm going to gradually make myself up throughout the day and film some more videos of all my new products for you. Okay, so let's show you the picture now. Okay, so obviously you can see I need to do my under eyes, but I just love this, and I just think it's a really good combination. So if, like me, you have got dry skin, you like a bit of a glow, maybe it's great for combination skin. So if you get an oily T-zone but you get dry in other areas, the gel is going to hold in your moisturizer and all your lovely skincare, but it's going to keep it away from the powder, and the powder will just sink in. Now, if you're going to put liquid products, like say I was going to use Daniel Sandler's watercolor blush as a blush, or any kind of liquid products, just give this another half an hour for the powder to sink in, because otherwise if you start putting liquid products, you're going to move the powder, and that's for any powder. If you're going to put powder products on, then just go straight ahead. I am going to apply some concealer next, but that will be for my next video, because I'm going to try out my new Tom Ford Emotion Proof concealer. So I hope you can join me for that video, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching me. Don't forget to like and tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Love you all. Mwah.